What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today's video we're going over Nancy Pelosi's recent trading activity in the new year. So she recently posted her newest trades that she has made in her portfolio, and we're going to be going over all of them, doing a deep dive into each stock, and was it a good buy, why did she buy it, or why did she sell, or what kind of options did she buy, because she's into buying leap options, which I have noticed. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So just a quick little background. Nancy Pelosi has been a really popular political figure in the investing world, as she has had an amazing portfolio. As you can see by this chart, you can see in the blue is her portfolio value. If you were to copy her trading, is green right below it, because obviously there's a little delay between when she makes the trade and when you can actually see it. And then as you can see, the yellow is the S&P 500. So that's honestly really great. People notice that, just like me, and we can learn from her trades and we can analyze it. So yeah. So the last thing I do want to get into before we go over her trading activity is that realistically, I don't think she's the only one who's behind all of this, trading. I think there might be another culprit, and I saw this on YouTube that she, it points to her. She's doing the politicking. She's a politician, and then this guy over here, her husband, his name is Paul. He does the trading, right? And I'm like, oh, wait. So what does her husband do? Who is her husband? And funny enough, he's an investment banker. So that actually does make a lot of sense. All right, so let's get straight into the stocks. All right, so today we're going to be using Quiver Quantitative. It's a great website. It's free to use, and it shows you all the trades, all the activities of these politicians in the stock market. So I think it's great. And so we can see all the dates that it was filed and when she actually made the trade, and we can actually see a description of what did she do. She bought shares, she bought call options, put options, whatever, right? So let's just get right into it. So the first one I do want to go over is NVIDIA, right? As I was saying earlier, she just constantly is buying NVIDIA. So what it says here is that she had exercised 50 call options, right? So that is a little bearish, right? On December 20th. And then she actually even sold 10,000 shares on December 31st, right? But she's now buying again. As you can see, January 14th, she bought again. So she must have sold to make a quick profit, and now she is back to buying NVIDIA again. And I think that there's many reasons as to why. So recently in the political world, there has been a lot of involvement with AI. For example, even yesterday in the inaugural address, Trump had revoked, or I think it's rescinded, one of the executive orders by Joe Biden about artificial intelligence. So this is actually deregulating the development and use of artificial intelligence, as well as Trump today announcing a $500 billion investment with the help of Oracle and the owner of ChatGPT, the creator of ChatGPT, and the Japanese conglomerate SoftBank, which I actually haven't heard of, but they're investing in a new AI startup, and they're doing 500 billion altogether. So I think that's amazing as well. And I also wanted to show that, for example, during Biden's presidency, which I had mentioned in another video, the Chips and Science Act, he is authorizing 280 billion in funding for domestic research of semiconductors, right? So like NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA is a big semiconductor company. So it does make sense why she would be doing this, for all these things going on. And yeah, so I also mentioned in my other video, recent video, that I've also been investing in NVIDIA for many different reasons. For example, reasons like NVIDIA is beating its biggest competitor, AMD. They are doing much more in revenue than their biggest competitor. They are so far the top grossing in revenue from all the other AI data center companies. And as you can see, they make up 94% of the data center GPU market share. So that is a great thing to see, as well as the global AI data center market just expanding, projected to expand just more and more and more. So I think it's a great idea that she's buying more. She's buying more shares. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So the next stock that I want to go over is Apple, right? So she had sold recently 31,600 shares, right? This is like between 5 million to 25 million of Apple, right? So I do see a few reasons why she could have done this. One, because Apple, their supply chain, Trump is, has tariffs. He mentioned that he hasn't yet instated any tariffs, but he mentions that it will be on the table, right? He does foresee having tariffs in the future. And Apple's supply chain actually is based outside of America. For example, I saw this picture. It might be a bit blurry. So a lot of Apple's products are sourced in the United States, China, other countries, right? But a lot of it's assembled in China, right? So tariffs on China could affect this stock definitely. And yeah. All right. So the next stock that she did buy, or she actually exercised 140 call options for, which is Palo Alto. And the reason I see that she had bought this stock is mainly because she might be listening to conferences about cybersecurity within the government, right? A lot people think that the next war we will have will be in the cyberspace, right? And the government is definitely going to need a competent cybersecurity company that will protect them in this case, right? As well, Palo Alto, definitely one of the most competent companies in the cybersecurity space and has been putting up some fairly amazing numbers in past quarters. So it definitely makes sense as to why she would be investing in this company. All right, so the next stock is Amazon. And this actually makes me really happy because she bought deep in the money Amazon calls expiring January 14th, not expiring January 14th, 2025, sorry. Expiring this, oh wow, January 16th of 26, so a year out call options. So these are leaps, right? That's actually, I'm very happy because this is very similar to me, right? I own a couple contracts of Amazon leaps and they've been doing well as well. And I have many reasons. Just in my last video, I not only went over NVIDIA, but I also went over why to buy Amazon, right? For example, the AWS service, as well as even SoFi, it's being compared to it. Like, that's a great sign to see, as well as it's the most dominant lead in the cloud market, and they're not even a tech company in general, as well as, the cloud computing market is just, it's going up and up and up. So it's a great thing to see, as well as a wide economic moat rating from Morningstar, as well as a, fair P value too. So I don't see why not, either she's copying me or I'm copying her. So, I'm in line with her trades as well, so that's great. So the next stock on the list is Vistra, right? So we're going to get into what is Vistra, because this is actually a smaller company. And yeah, so she bought 50 call options with a strike price of $50 and from a year out from now. So these are also leaps. So from my understanding, Vistra is actually an energy company, right? And you might be wondering, why is she investing in energy companies, right? Actually, there's a big reason why. As you could see, Trump has been actually, in his inaugural address, he went over that energy was an immediate focus, right? Trump invoked a national emergency that will open up new presidential powers designed to spur increased energy production across the country. He also approved a withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord. So that's just kind of funny, though. Like, he's kind of withdrawing us from the climate accords that are like preventing us from releasing too much CO2, like, trying to stop global warming. He's kind of just saying, screw that. We're going to invest more into national energy and we're just going to keep going. Like, he even said here, we will drill, baby, drill. Like, he just wants to absolutely just increase the market of energy in the United States. So this makes sense why Vistra, a newer stock, a newer company, an energy company, might do well in the future. All right, so the next company is Google, right? So she also bought 50 call options. She's doing leaps, right? Yeah, literally just till next year. So I like to buy leaps like 6 to 8 months out. She's doing just straight up 12 months out, right? All of these. And she's doing 50 call options. All of them are 50 contracts for some reason. I don't know why. anyways, strike price of 150. So these are deep in the money. And yeah, so realistically, I think she's buying Google just because, it's a huge name in not only the data center market, but just in general, just it's Google, right? And I believe they're gonna see a big revenue growth in the next year as well. I feel like this is just more of a safer play for her, in comparison to the other stocks and the next stock that we're gonna get into right now. So the last stock on the list is Tempus, right? Tempus AI. And a lot of people haven't heard of this stock. So Tempus AI is actually, it's not only just an AI related company, but it's combining medicine and AI, especially oncology, right? And I think that's really revolutionary. Honestly, I'm gonna look into this stock more myself because it seems to be very innovative. And me, I always want to invest in innovation. So I think this is amazing. As you can see, it went up crazy, right? People call this the Pelosi effect, Pelosi pump, right? So we went up to 35%. Like that is, wow, that is just absolutely insane. And yeah, so these call options, as you can see, also 50 call options at $20 deep in the money. So I've noticed she likes to do, just like me, leap options deep in the money, but she does like a year out. That might be the play, as you can see here, strike price of $20 and an expiration date of, January 16th. So price since she made this trade on January 14th, it has gone up almost 50%. That is absolutely insane. That is good for her. And yes, that's pretty much it. If you want to see these stocks, go to Quiver Quant. Great website. And so a lot of these stocks, I believe she's going to be doing well. Amazon and NVIDIA. It was in my last video along with Meta. She's not invested in Meta, but I'll still take the win on Amazon and NVIDIA. So I'm very happy. And thank you so much for watching. And we're going to see what's going to happen. So thank you and peace.